My name is Niles Luther, and I am the composer in residence here at Brooklyn Museum. This is the Monet in Venice exhibition that is opening on October 11th. It is a series of paintings of Venice that he painted in 1908.
This is the biggest museum Monet exhibition in 25 years in New York City. So if you're a Monet lover in New York, this is where you have to be. We're really excited because the show grew out of a painting that's in our collection. We've had it since 1920, Monet's painting of the Palazzo Ducale. We partnered with the Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco, who also own a Monet Venice painting. And we just began the process of imagining what the show would be and what the story we wanted to tell was. We, of course, wanted to tell the story of his trip there and get as many of the paintings as possible. There are only 37, but we also wanted to contextualize his work within the story of how Venice had been pictured, for centuries. So we start the exhibition with some amazing Canaletto paintings from the 18th century. We also wanted to contextualize it in terms of Monet's own career. He was a painter of water, of atmosphere, of reflections, his entire career, from the earliest days of Impressionism through to the early 20th century. The Venice pictures are a really fascinating culmination of that. So we wanted to feature other works by Monet, not just Venice pictures, to situate the Venice work within that context. There's a lot of things happening in the show. It is called Monet and Venice for that reason, rather than Monet in Venice, because Venice is a main character. Here in Brooklyn, we're known for taking risks, for doing things a little differently, for, kind of marrying tradition with a sort of, radical approach in any number of ways. And so we were thinking about what we could bring to a show about Monet that would be different. The story of Monet in Venice was already so emotional and so evocative. He went there with Alice, his wife, who convinced him to go. He didn't even want to go. And they had a great time there. He was enchanted by the city. They intended to come back. But sadly, she got ill and she passed away. And at the time that he was completing all the Venice paintings for exhibition in 1912, he was so, he's filled with sadness and emotion and mourning her loss. And these paintings really became souvenirs of his time there. We decided that we were going to create this room in the back, the culminating gallery of the show, where we would put the majority of the Venice paintings, and we would have this rich, emotionally evocative symphony playing constantly in the room so that people could look at the paintings and hear the music and have that integrated experience.
As the composer in residence, I wrote a symphonic, multi-channel, 4.1.4, down-rendered Dolby Atmos installation in the final room where Monet's Venice paintings reside. It was quite a lot of moving parts, lots of details, lots of collaborators. I think the most difficult challenge is this really advanced technology that we work with is not often present or available to encyclopedic museums. When you use sufficiently advanced technology and it's deployed in a very careful, meticulous, and thoughtful way, you get to this point where it almost becomes an illusion. It becomes like magic, and it's less about, the details and more about how those things make you feel. And when you walk into that space, does it stop your heart? Does it make you catch your breath? And I think we've achieved that in that room. From the creative side, as a composer, part of the challenge was, how do I take these paintings, take what's contained in them, and then translate them into the language of music, write the score, give the score to musicians, go into the studio, rehearse, record, mix, master, install, and it all happened within several months. We have Genelec for all the speakers, the 8330s at the ear level, 4 of them. And then for the 0.1, we have the sub, the 7350, and then 4 overheads, the 8320s, to give us a 4.1.4 fully supported Dolby Atmos mix. All of this was possible because we were able to calibrate it within GLM. And I was able to take my master file and just come into the studio, and it just plays back beautifully on the calibrated system. The massive benefit of using the GLM software here was specifically leveraging the grade reports to get a sweep of the room, get an understanding of what the problem areas are. Like the RT60 was a huge problem before we added in like the 6 inches of rock wall built into the walls. And we ended up getting a pretty flat frequency response across the board. Looking through the grade report and understanding what the challenges were, obviously this is not a typical space that would be housing near-field monitors. So one person might ask, like, why use near-field monitors in such a huge room? But I think the benefit comes down to the ability to calibrate quickly and easily and accurately, and then understand and know that you can fully trust what you're hearing.
It sounds incredible. I mean, the symphony is beautiful, the paintings are beautiful, the design in the gallery and the speakers just makes the experience what it is. We really could not be happier about it. And again, that sort of intervention in that gallery is one of the types of things that makes a Brooklyn Museum exhibition a kind of unique experience. You won't get too many other Monet exhibitions where a full-scale symphony is part of the experience.